See. Hi, I'm back. Guess what? I didn't go crazy. Well, you know. So, hi, I don't know what to do now. Enjoy this awkward moment because hopefully I'll never have to relive this again. It's been like a hot 4 months since I last made a video. You know, sometimes life happens and you just need to take a break. For me, I just didn't really have time to make a video and kind of just forgot. So, yeah. Anyways, here's a small life update. So, I feel like I never said this, but me and that guy from Alberta, broke up a whole, long time ago. We have not been together for a while. That's why, I haven't said anything about him. Anyways, yeah, no, we have not been together forever. I have a new boyfriend now. And he actually lives in my city. Fuck. Yeah, he lives in the same place as me. So, that's pretty cool. Anyways. Hello. I have a nice cup of tea. Can you tell what this video is going to be? Here's the tea. Not going to spill it, because this is good tea. Let's put that down there. So, this video is going to be a nice story time, we'll say, about a girl who tried to get me suspended, / expelled, / arrested. Woo! Am I right or am I right? Is that fun or is that fun? So, this girl, will name her Grape. Grape and my friend, because if you go to my school, you're going to know who I'm talking about if I say my friend's name. Grape and my friend Hummingbird and my other friend Soap. So Soap and Hummingbird are friends. Soap and Grape used to be friends, but they had a falling out. Hummingbird and Grape never liked each other. Me and Hummingbird, or me and Grape, we were friends for 2 years, about that, a year and a bit. So, everything was fine. We'd, talk every day. We had, almost all of our classes together. So everything was fine. Everything was fine and dandy. Right? Right. I thought so. Anyway, so me and Hummingbird, we were at our school dance, the end of the year dance, winter formal, kind of like that. But in Canada, we don't really have winter formal or prom. Or at least my school doesn't. So we had something similar to winter formal where you wear a nice dress and then you go to the school gym. the nasty, crusty smelling gym. And you have a school dance there. So we all went. Grape and Hummingbird were going. Soap couldn't because she burnt her foot with boiling water. But, that's a story for another time because that was really funny. It didn't involve me, but still. High quality. So, I was trying to spend time with, all of my friends that I was with. But, Hummingbird kept getting left out because Hummingbird and Grape don't like each other. So, Hummingbird felt really awkward to try to go and talk to people that she was also friends with, that Grape was friends with. So, I was spending most of my time with Hummingbird. And so, Hummingbird and we were at, the photo booth area thing, and she saw Grape, whispering to our friend, Flower. I am literally looking around for these names right now, so bear with me. And Hummingbird saw Grape, whispering to Flower, and Grape was, pointing over in our direction, and, doing all of that. So I didn't want to, immediately believe Hummingbird because I didn't see it happening. So I wasn't oh yeah, Hummingbird's 100% right and Grape is doing this. But I also didn't want to be oh, Hummingbird's 100% wrong, Grape isn't doing this. because they're both my friends, so I don't want to be like picking sides, because I don't want to be in the middle. I plead Switzerland. If you don't get that, then we're clearly not friends in real life. So Hummingbird and I, we were just going about our day, because I said to Hummingbird, I'm like, okay, well, if you see this again, just like let me know. Because I thought it was just like maybe she was pointing over towards us, because the music was really loud, so I'm like, maybe she was like whispering to Flower, like, hey, let's go take a picture over there, and like pointing over there towards us. So I'm like, okay, whatever, maybe it's just like something like that. But it like kept happening. I think it happened like 4 or 5 times. And the last time, my friend Hummingbird said to me, she's like, okay, if I see Grape doing that one more time, I'm gonna go over there and talk to her. And I knew that would be a bad idea. So I said, hey, like, maybe don't do that. Like, I'll ask her after the dance, like, what she was doing, like, if she meant it in a bad way, or if she was just like, hey, let's go take pictures over there, or let's go get food over there, you know? So I was like, okay, maybe, I don't know. So then Hummingbird went to go and ask our friend Plate, and Plate asked Flower what Grape was saying, and apparently Grape was saying something like, oh, it's so sad to see Hummingbird over there all with Story, like, they don't have any friends, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, that doesn't really sound like something Grape would say, but I don't know. Because I don't believe, like, the first thing I hear. I like to, like, have some form of evidence and proof to go along with it. So that happened, and then Hummingbird was like, okay, that's it, I'm gonna go talk to Grape. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come with you just to make sure, like, nothing happens. Like, just kind of mediate what's going on to make sure nothing gets out of control. Long story short, it did. But, so, Grape and Hummingbird, they were talking, and Hummingbird said to Grape, like, hey, I noticed that you were pointing over there, and I don't really appreciate you saying things. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but if you meant it in a bad way, can you, like, not do that? Because I don't like that. And she, like, said, like, I don't think you were doing this on purpose, but I don't know. And Grape was like, first off, I'm not doing this on purpose, blah, 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 blah. I don't say things behind people's back. And Hummingbird's just kind of like, okay, well, you said this to Story, like, because we were supposed to do a group project, and I'm like, oh, Avery told me that you, shit, I used her name, whatever. Hummingbird said, oh, because I said to Grape, like, oh, Hummingbird said that she overheard you and my other friend, 5, talking about me. And Grape said, oh, well, who would you believe? Me, your friend, or someone who always lies about things? I'm like, Avery doesn't... Hummingbird! Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Hummingbird doesn't, like, or she hasn't lied to me about everything, so I don't know. Maybe that was, like, a past experience that you two had, but for me personally, she hasn't. You know? So, Hummingbird was like, yeah, well, you told Story that I lie about everything, and that's not true. So could you not do that? Because I don't like that. I don't like when you spread rumors about me behind my back. Which everyone can relate to. Like, no one likes that. So, you know. And Grape went right up to Avery and was like, you know what? I don't spread rumors about people, so why don't you keep my name out of your mouth and I'll keep yours out of mine? Which in turn replies that Grape was saying things about Hummingbird, but that's just me. But she got real up close to Hummingbird like this and was like, don't, and I'm like, okay girl, like leave me out of this. And I was like doing my best to stay out of it, and she looked at me and she's like, you know, I don't lie about everything and I don't like to spread rumors, and like, and then said, I never said that. and glared at me, and I'm like, actually, you did. And I was about to pull up the messages on my phone to show her, like, hey, you did send me this, like, because I was like this, I'm like, oh, you actually did. And I was like unlocking my phone to show her and be like, you actually did send this to me. And then she ran off. And I was like, okay, cool, can I just like not, okay, that's cool, that's whatever. And me and Hummingbird, we were just standing there like, what in the world just happened? And she ran out of the gym, and we were like, okay. And she came back in, and she was crying, and we were like, what happened? And I was freaking out, because I'm like, I don't want anyone to think that, like, I don't know, because I don't know what people would think. Like, I don't know. Because we didn't do anything. We weren't yelling, and if we were, it was to get our voice over the music, which was so loud. And so she just started bawling her eyes out. I'm like, I don't even know. And me and Hummingbird, we just continued about like everything like normal. Because we were like, I don't know what to do. Because we thought teachers were going to come up to us and like come talk to us. They didn't do anything, so we were like, okay, whatever. That's cool, that's fine, that's pretty chill, I guess. So, like a few days later, I was like trying to find Grape to talk to her and be like, hey, like, what's up? Like, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? And she was telling all of like the people that we were friends with, she's like, oh, I'm mad at Story, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to talk to her. And I talked to my friend, Candle. I'm like, Candle, what's up with Grape? And Candle was like, oh, she's mad at you. And I was like, wait, why is she mad at me? Because in that whole situation, I was just kind of standing there. I said maybe 5 words, and that was it. Like, I didn't, I was just kind of standing there watching what was happening, like, making sure nothing got too out of hand. So I was just standing there watching the two of them talk, and I'm like, okay, I don't know why she's mad at me. So it's like, can I talk to her? Because I want to know, like, why she's mad at me so that we can, like, solve this problem. And she started freaking out, so she ran into the bathroom, and she was just crying and calling her mom. Oh, there's a squirrel outside in the backyard. Oh my god, wait. Oh, that's, okay, wait, I want to see if I can, oh, I'm so sad that you, oh, that's cute. Okay. Oh, that thing is huge. It's a rat with a tail. Oh my god. Anyways, things like that big. Where was I? Oh yeah. So she was crying in the bathroom stall, like calling her mom, like, I don't want to be here, like, I want to go home, she's trying to talk to me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't even know what I did, like, I just want to know why she's mad at me, and like, so that I can understand, like, one thing I do not like is when people say, oh, I'm mad at you, or they don't tell you that they're mad at you and expect you to know why. Because in this situation, personally, I don't think I did anything wrong. Like, maybe she was mad at me because I didn't, like, pick her side immediately over Hummingbird. I'm like, okay. Like, I want to know why you're mad at me. Like, just tell me. Be like, this is why I'm mad at you. Like, just be upfront about it. Don't, like, I'm mad at you, but I'm not going to tell you why. Because that usually implies that you don't really have a good reason to be mad. Or that the person did something so obvious that they should know. But I've stated to many people, like, I don't even know why she's mad at me, like, I don't think I did anything wrong, and I would explain to them the whole situation. And they're like, yeah, I don't get why she's mad at you either, like, I don't understand. So that was happening, and I would text Grape, and I'd be like, hey, do you want to talk? Like, let's talk this out, because I don't know why you're mad at me, and I want to resolve this situation. And she would just ignore me. She didn't say anything like, I don't want to talk to you, I'm mad at you, nothing like that. So I think I texted her the day before Christmas, and I'm like, hey, I don't know why you're mad at me, but I hope you have a good Christmas. By the way, I think I might be changing schools, I'm not sure though. Like, hopefully after Christmas break, if I'm still there, we can talk this out, or we can like meet up somewhere. Like, you can bring anyone if you want to come with you, if that makes you feel more comfortable, like things like that. And her mom texted me like, hey, Grape just needs some more time to think. We're at a family dinner and it's late, so like, just give her some time. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes complete sense. So I waited until after winter break, which is about 2 weeks long. So I think maybe January 12th, I want to say. I texted her again. I'm like, hey, I don't know if you still need more time. Like, let me know if you need more time. I just want to know if everything's okay. Like, why you're mad at me. Like, just things like that. Like, not every single day for, like, you know? But it was, like, once in a while just to be like, I don't know if you need more time or not. And at this point, she didn't say anything back, so I'm like, okay, maybe she just blocked me. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. And so then I was talking to my friend Five, who was there earlier. I'm like, hey, do you, what did I say? I'm like, oh, hey, do you know if maybe, like, why she's mad at me or anything like that? And she's like, no. So Five came over to my house and I explained everything to her. Five is like, oh yeah, I don't really get this any either, but it's kind of frustrating for me because now I feel like I have to pick sides between you two. And I'm like, I know, and I don't want to like make you feel like that or anything like that. So I just kind of left it there. So then I texted her again in February, March or April, maybe once in February. But March or April, because it was maybe like once a month that I texted her at most, like twice. I don't know. I'm like, hey, like, what's up? Do you still need more time? Like, I don't know if you blocked me or not. Because I was like, okay, well, if she blocked me, maybe I'll just email her. Because I had her email. So I emailed her too, like, hey, I don't know if you blocked me. If you did, that makes sense. But I just want to know if you need more time or not. So all of that happened. I just forgot about it because I was honestly done with the situation. Everyone who I was friends with generally forgot what the whole argument was about. I even started to forget what it was about. And so things were going on as normal. And then one day, the day after my dog died, to make things better, I got called into the office. And I'm like, oh, my mom or my grandmother probably like dropped something off for me. Or I don't know. Because I rarely get called to the office. So it was like really weird and confusing for me. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I walk into the office, and our vice principal is there. And she's like, Story, I need to talk to you. I'm like, okay, like, because my brain was going to, like, worst case scenarios, like, my dad got in an accident, my brother got in like, something like that. And I had no idea what was going on, so I'm like, okay. And she called me in, and she's like, oh, you know Grape? And I'm like, yeah? She's like, well, Grape and her mom came into my office the other day. I'm like, oh, good God. Like, I didn't say that, but I'm like, oh my God, this whole thing should have, like, why is it now, after 3 or 4 months, that you are finally doing something? Because I thought it was to resolve the situation. You know, like, make things better. Like, make friends. Woo! You know, something like that. I will never do that again, I promise you. So I was like, yeah, what's up? She's like, well, Grape was something, like, Grape's mom is very upset with the fact that this happened. I'm like, okay. And she's like, well, you can't really, if you text Grape again, like, you're gonna be suspended for insubordination. And what else did she say? She's like, I understand that you want this issue to be resolved, and don't worry, Grape still feels safe being around you. Like, she still feels safe coming to school. I'm like, you're telling me that she wouldn't feel safe coming to school when I literally did nothing? Like, if someone understands why Grape might be mad at me, please explain it to me, because I have no idea. And she's like, yeah, and Grape showed me some of your texts that you sent her, and we're gonna have you go to the guidance counselor because you said you were changing schools. And I'm like, or no, she said, because you threatened to change schools. And I'm like, I don't know what text she showed you that implies that I threatened to change schools. It was more of a, I might, because my current school doesn't have a lot of options. And I said, I probably won't though. Like, I don't know how that implies that I threatened to change schools, because that makes no sense to me. So I had to go talk to the guidance counselor, and the guidance counselor came up to me, she's like, oh, so I heard there was an issue and how you were thinking about changing schools. Are you okay? Do you have any friends? Do we need to talk? And I'm like, so confused by what's going on right now, because I'm like, I have a spare right now that I am missing. Like, I want my spare. Because it was my choir spare, which we only get every other day. And I was so confused. I'm like, what in the world is happening right now? So she let me leave, and then everything's fine. And then my friend, Betty Crocker, still looking around at names, Betty Crocker and Grape are friends. And Betty Crocker Betty Crocker, Hummingbird, and Soap overheard Grape talking to one of her friends saying, yeah, you know, if I want any time, I can get Story suspended. Like, she doesn't even have to do anything. I can just, like, go to the principal and be like, hey, Story, talk to me, and then she can get suspended. And, like, bragging about this to her friends. And I'm like, okay, that's, like, not really cool. So what you're telling me is that I'm not allowed to talk to her, or else I'll get suspended. So there's realistically nothing I can do to say, hey, can you not tell everyone this? Because it's none of their business. And so she was telling everybody what happened. So everyone that she was friends with believed her side of the story, and I have no idea what she said to any of them. But they all stopped talking to me. And so I'm like, I don't know what she said. So my friend Betty Crocker overheard her side of the story, which was completely different and paints me and Hummingbird in the worst way possible. Because Grape said something along the lines of, yeah, they were both yelling at me the whole time, saying I was doing things I wasn't doing. And I was like, first off, I wasn't even talking. Because then she went on and said, it was mostly Story saying all of this and just saying lies and saying how I spread rumors and everything like that. And I'm like, I said 3 words to you at that dance. 3 words. How do you get that as yelling at you, saying you're lying, when I am just standing there? Like, sure, maybe I didn't, like, pick your side or pick her side. I was the, like, mutual, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I was in the middle. Like, I didn't agree with either one of you, but I didn't disagree with either one of you. So, like, and there was nothing I could do, so I just let that continue, because I'm like, whatever, it's fine. But then I got to a point where Grape was saying things about one of my friends. I need some tea, give me a minute. Grape was saying things about one of my friends. And she was, like, talking all about him and, like, bad things about him. And so I'm like, okay, enough is enough. Like, this is getting out of hand. So we went to the guidance counselor. I'm like, hey, Grape is saying things about me and how she can get me suspended at any point in time, and it's really annoying. And she's also saying things about this other guy. And she made a whole poem in English class about, like, all of this. And personally, I don't really appreciate the fact that she's telling everyone this, because it's not really that nice. And the guidance counselor is like, okay, do you know why Grape might be mad at you? And I looked at her and I said, no, if you can figure out why, please tell me, because I've been wondering this for the past 3 or 4 months. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. I will definitely ask her, like, what's going on, ask her if she can stop. And this was like 2 or 3 weeks before the end of school, or before exams. And so I'm like, okay, this will be resolved, and like next year we won't have to worry about this, or the guidance counselor will probably like call us both into the office. Nothing happened. And Grape is still saying things, like how she can get me suspended. And I still don't know why she's mad at me. Hi, welcome to my rant. Welcome to my rant / story time that makes my blood boil. Like, you can see how red I am because I'm getting so warm from telling this story. And I wanted to tell this story for so long, but I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till it like dies down a little bit because maybe there will be like a happy ending. No, there won't be. Ugh. I don't even know, really. I really don't know. I don't understand how someone could just blatantly lie to people that they're friends with about another person. Because that is, like, mind-boggling to me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I will try to upload a lot more regularly. It'll probably be once every other week, so like once every other Thursday. I'll try to do that, but no promises. So if I don't upload, don't worry, it's probably because I'm busy or I'm going away. However, in February, you guys will get once a week. I will try to upload once a week, and it will be a vlog of France because I'm going to France as an exchange student for 2 months. So once again, if I don't upload during that time, that's why I'm gone, because I'm gone from like February to spring break, which is last week of March, about that. So from the 1st of February to the last week of March, I won't be here. So if I don't upload in that time, I'm sorry. But if I do, it'll probably be something to do with like trying French cuisine or try blah, 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 something with France. I don't know. Like vlog of France, Tour de Paris, you know, something like that. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good week and good luck at school if you're still in school. And if not, well then, you're very lucky. Okay, bye.